Welcome back to another edition of Coach's Corner. I'm Sam Contreras, joined here with head coach Brad Posner of softball. Thanks for joining me today, Coach.
Absolutely, Sam. Happy to be here.
So overall, how would you currently describe the progress of the team?
I think we have made tremendous progress since we started practicing in January. The team has really come together, and I think it's attributed to what we're trying to do right now on the field.
All right, now, back in February, you guys stumbled and lost a doubleheader to start the season. But since then, you guys have won 10 of your last 12, including 2 dominating wins over Dickinson yesterday. How have you got this hot streak going, and how do you plan on keeping this momentum?
I think stumbling at the beginning of the season might be a strong word. We played Virginia Wesleyan, who is currently the number 3 team in the country, and being our first day on dirt, I think it was very tough for us, and they were a great team. So they just went out and beat us that day, but since then we've responded very well. We've overcome a tremendous amount of adversity, having not been on our field yet, and we're entering April tomorrow. So the ability to overcome things that we cannot control has been tremendous, and we've built a great deal of team chemistry this year, which I think is the key ingredient to our success so far.
All right. What would you think is going to be the hardest struggle for this team to overcome this season?
Right now we're playing really well. We have real high energy. We have great chemistry. We have a tremendous amount of people stepping up and make it very fun to coach this team right now. The one thing I'd like to see out of us is to maintain a consistent level the whole season, and that's going to be our challenge, is to bring it every single day. I give our student athletes a tremendous amount of credit to have to balance school, projects, tests, everything that goes on, and the ability to have them separate that from softball is tremendous. So if we can bring it to the field every day, I think we're going to be really successful.
You guys are about to start playing some teams within the conference, starting tomorrow with Catholic. How are you going to keep your team with a strong mentality when you play your rivals?
They're called rivals for a reason. And knowing our team, we don't have to hype them up for rivalry games. We have some strong teams in our conference that our team knows what's at stake, and they come ready to play. Sometimes it's those non-conference games that may be tougher to get up to, the midweek games to get up for. But so far we've done an excellent job, and there's no doubt in my mind that when the conference games start, that we'll be ready.
Now, going back to Catholic, you guys played them a couple times in the playoffs last season. First, you guys lost to them 2-1, but then you guys had the last laugh, defeating them 7-3, thus eliminating them. Are there any takeaways from last season's performance that you can use for your matchup tomorrow?
Yeah, Catholic's a very tough team. Kind of like us, they didn't graduate a lot of people from their team. They bring a good core back. So very similar in that sense. We do think that we've picked up some things from last year playing them, because we ended up playing them 4 times, twice in the regular season, twice in the playoffs. So you gain some familiarity with your opponent when you do that. And while I'm not going to share some of those things we picked up right now, it's certainly, we believe that we're able to make the right adjustments when we're playing them. We kind of feel that we know what they're going to do, and they probably have some familiarity with us as well.
It's always great to have experience. Now, as you know, the Landmark Conference is filled with tough competition, considering half the teams made the playoffs last year, including you guys. Do you think the competition is going to be as tough as it was last year?
Yeah, if not tougher. There are some really good teams. Anybody can beat anybody on any given day, and that's what makes our conference so tough, is you have to show up every day. You can't take a day off. We like to think that we are extremely competitive in our conference, and that we'll be in the mix at the end. Our goal is to win a conference championship. So we just have to play every single team in every single game like it's a championship game.
Got to have that mentality right there. Now, who do you believe are the current stars or standouts on the team right now that you've been impressed with most so far?
We have a ton. It's what makes it so much fun with this team is on any given day, it's a different person. We have so many people contributing to our success. We have a lot of people doing the little things right. And I don't know that I can name just a couple. It wouldn't be fair to everybody because as a team, I think that's our greatest success right now is every player is stepping up regardless of what the role is. Some roles may be more glorified than others, but every single person on the team has been contributing to our success, and that's what we need.
Absolutely right. Now, if you had to pick one team that you really are not worried, but you got to watch out for this season in the conference, who would you say it's going to be?
Moravian's usually tough year after year. I think that being the defending conference championships, they are a team that we're looking at. We have our sights set on to go after. But again, all the teams in the conference are extremely tough.
Sounds like it. Well, I hope you guys keep that momentum going. Thanks for joining me today, Coach, on this edition of Coach's Corner, and we hope to catch you next time. I'm Sam Contreras. This is Coach Posner.
Thanks, Sam.